Alright, welcome back. This is Geeks Like Us, week 11.
This one goes up to 11.
One more than 10, see? Because it's louder than 10.
Couldn't you just number it 10 and still be the same?
But then it wouldn't be 11.
On that note, this week we're going to be talking about a whole mess of comics.
Yep.
Speaking of a messy comic, Hellblazer 245 is our first one.
Yeah.
Hellblazer.
I enjoyed the Constantine movie. I haven't read much of the Constantine Hellblazer comics. A couple friends of mine that I know have, and they love the comics, and they hated the movie because of it. Because I guess the worlds are completely different. But I prefer the movie. It's not gross and weird and creepy.
Now, please try to give Nathan a little bit of leeway here for admitting that he liked the Constantine movie.
Yes.
I've seen the movie.
It's okay.
I hated the movie. I have a friend who thinks the movie's amazing, but he also thinks Keanu Reeves is an amazing actor.
No, that's true,
and
too.
that explains that.
Bill and Ted
But
both of them.
if you've seen the movie, you just kind of shut that part of your brain off anyways, because you shouldn't have wasted your time on the movie.
If you're reading this, it's a Vertigo title, you're probably not using that part of your brain anyway.
Yeah, this had nothing. I don't see how it connects with the movie in any way, shape, or form.
It's not.
John Constantine even looks completely different. That might be part of the reason why people were mad about the whole movie. But like every Vertigo title that I have read so far, this being number 3, actually. Yeah, we have another one in this review.
Nice counting.
It's just weird. We talked about on the House of Mystery, this chick gets it on with some flies, and that was disgusting enough. And in this, he starts off with the hot chick in his group. You know, they're getting a little high, they got some magic mushrooms doing their thing, and then you see it not from his perspective, who is stoned out of his gourd. He's nailing a dead dog.
Maggots.
Maggots and flesh ripped away from ribs because he's been hugging it. Why?
Yeah, very disgusting.
I don't know how they made it to 245.
The only thing that I walked away from this that even got my interest and got me through the comic is there's one guy in the beginning slices his hand open. He's like, oh crap. Bandages it up. And they keep cutting back to him. He's like scratching his hand like crazy. He's wigging out because there's something in his hand. He's sure of it. Something's itching, tingling. And they keep cutting away from him. It's just still pouring with blood. And then there's blood pouring out of the van. And just, my only curiosity was, what's up with his hand?
That's the hand he uses on his dandruff control shampoo, because it tingles.
Yeah, that's it. Sure it is. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well, see, and the other thing is, this also, I'm assuming, has something to do with, not necessarily his origin, but definitely something in John Constantine's past that has brought him to where he is now.
Why do you believe that when he was in the comic all of one panel on one page?
Because
that's it.
No. This was his old band.
Mucous membrane.
Yes, his old band played at this place they were doing all this documentary filming at, and something bad happened there. And John Constantine...
I think they created the Hellblazer comic there, because it was horrible.
Well, okay, but they said John Constantine, the last band, was getting ready to get on a plane or a train or something to get to this place.
Train or an automobile?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, and he's getting ready to get on there, and they're like, don't you have any baggage? And he's like, plenty. And I'm assuming that is referring to where he's going in the past that is there.
Oh, I'm sure the second part of the story will be really intriguing, but I'm not going to see it.
I don't want to see another dead dog.
See, this is one of those things where we keep asking Mike,
why?
Well, you know,
why did you get this in?
I'm trying to give different viewpoints on a plethora of comics, on every different genre out there. I want us to see what's good and what's bad and give our opinions on everything.
I get it.
So, you know, sometimes...
But man, Vertigo's a gamble.
Oh, it's a definite gamble.
Yeah. If you like the Hellblazer
do
stuff,
not let your children read Vertigo comics.
No, definitely not.
Under 18 should not read Vertigo.
Did that have to be said after the dog incident before?
Well,
yeah, probably not.
If it's not clear, some people need things spelled out for them.
There you go. But if you do like the Constantine Hellblazer stuff, I'm sure you'll be a fan of this issue. I'm sure you will. Just because you've read it probably all the way up to 244 and now 245.
Yes, if you are sick and twisted enough to like Hellblazer, you're going to love this. Because this is sick and twisted.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't know how Hellblazer has made it to issue 245. There's plenty of comics that I've gotten interested in that barely make it up to issue 12 before they're canned.
Yeah. it might be some of the older stuff was good, and now they're really getting to weird, freaky stuff. I don't know.
For the love of God, we read Manhunter before. That's been canceled twice. And brought back, and it's only up to what, issue
31?
Issue 31. That was leaps and bounds, in my opinion, better than this one. If nothing else, on the lack of creep factor.
Well, it's a completely different book, too.
Oh, yeah, but still.
I mean, from what I understand, his world, his comic, his persona, he's supposed to deal with the dark, nastier stuff.
But how do we know what he does if the one issue
he's not
we've
in the
read,
comic.
He's not even in it until the last page?
That's true, too.
We know nothing about what he can do, what his powers are. I don't... Does he have powers? It's Vertigo, so I know he has something over... I don't know. He deals with dead people and their souls, and I think, but I'm not sure.
He can light a porcupine on fire, throw it in a bar, and have it make licorice.
Wow.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
Look it up. It's on Wikipedia.
Wow. Anyway. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this, because it was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Bye.
Constantine, Hellblazer, 245. Not a comic we can recommend.
No.
But if you're into weird stuff, give it a shot. You might like it.
So we've got time left on this video, and I don't even want to burn it.
That's it for this installment.
Yes.
Check us out on YouTube, MySpace, ParadiseHobbies.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back soon for another review. See you then.
Leave comments, please.